So here's how you can start your first profitable e-commerce dropshipping store. This is lesson 4 out of our 10 episode course. In this lesson, we're going to go through actually building the e-commerce store. So how to find what software you need, how to build it, how to create your first store, a walkthrough. It's sort of like an instructional video. I'm not going to build out a perfect store in this video. I'm going to give you the tools and the information that you need to know just to understand the software and other bits and pieces that you're going to need to know. In later videos, I'm going to talk through conversion rate tactics and how to make sure that your store is going to convert customers. But this one is more just to show you the tools that you need to build. So first of all, the first piece of software we're going to use is Shopify. The second piece of software is ChatIQ. It's my own software. And this is going to help you increase conversion rates through automated AI, conversion rate optimization and product recommendations. Now, the stuff that I'm teaching in this course and this lesson is how I managed to scale this e-commerce store. This is a client store that I worked on with ChatIQ. We scaled their store from about $1,000 to $5,000 a day to $100,000 a day. And a significant part of that was through product recommendations using AI. And that is basically stuff like this, where somebody's talking to a chatbot and they ask for some products, and the AI can pick and choose different products from the store and tell them what to go ahead and buy. It can offer discount codes and it can increase conversion rates and basically directly build a shopping cart for that customer and send them to the checkout. I've got thousands of people who have used this product. You can pause and have a look at some of these screenshots here of testimonials of people using AI product recommendations with my software. And the reason I'm sort of talking about this now is because we're going to use this in conjunction with Shopify. Now, Shopify is actually very cheap to get started. If we go onto their pricing page and we come to the pay monthly plan, it's going to cost us £25 a month, which is about $30 per month. This is the basic plan we're going to need. Ignore all this other stuff. We're not really important. This is not what's needed. So $30 per month for Shopify. Now, if you want to get set up with ChatIQ, you need a Shopify store first. So we're going to build that first, and if you want to get set up with my software, you're going to need to book in for a demo call where I'll show you exactly how that works. I don't want to spend all my time in this video talking about my own software. So we're going to go ahead and do this together. Let's start a free trial. We're just going to, I'm already selling online, I'm just starting, right? Assuming you'll sod this, we don't need to do it. Right, we're going to be setting up in the UK. You set up wherever you live, doesn't really matter. I'm going to create an account now. Cool, so now you've created an account. It's going to take you to this point. Welcome to the best converting, blah, 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 blah. Right, it's going to build the store for us. And then we're going to go through and start to add a couple of products. And I'm going to take you through the Shopify store and what it all looks like. So this is what you're going to be greeted with. Now, I don't think right at the point, so select a plan to extend your Shopify trial for £1 for the first month. We don't need a plan just yet. We just need to set things up. So we need to add a product, customize the online store, and then add a custom domain. So first things first, add a product. This is the product page, is where we build our landing pages for our product. Now, Shopify has an okay product page system, okay? So this is a Shopify product page. You can have the images, you can have the headlines, prices, descriptions. You can import, so these reviews come through a separate app that you can add to your store. And then, I think this is a custom theme they're using. We'll have a look. So this is kind of what we're aiming to build. So we're going to, for this video, we're just going to copy this store, okay? We're just going to take all the text from this because I can't be asked to write out all the text for a specific product. So let me just walk you through this software to start off with. On the homepage, this is kind of going to be the overview that you will see eventually when you, so this is kind of what the homepage is going to look like when you first create your store. When you're starting to get orders and it's working, you're going to have the amount of sessions you're getting, total orders, total sales, conversion rate. So it's like a bit of a breakdown analytics homepage for your store. At the moment, there's nothing there because we haven't received any orders. When we receive an order, when somebody buys a product from our store, this is where it's going to show up, and it's going to show up in the store, and it's going to look like, in a minute, I might get logged out of this. Yeah. Okay, so I just logged into the other store. So this is what the orders are going to look like, okay? So when the orders have been fulfilled, you can either do this yourself manually, or you can do this using a supplier. And basically, what you're basically going to have is a list of orders that come in. You're going to have the order number, the date, the name of the customer, and then the amount that customer has paid you. If you want to refund an order, you can do that. And I'm just going to show you how the order system works, right? Let's say, for example, we open up an order, right? And I've blurred out this customer's shipping information, right? I mean, it's just some fake information. But this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so when an order has come through, this is an order that's been fulfilled. We're going to have the product that they've ordered here. So you can see here, this is a baby engraved bracelet. This is a product that I sold years ago now. Somebody bought it for $24.95. 2 times baby bracelets, 20% off. Okay, so this is the offer that I had that they bought. This is how much they paid. You can see here, this is like the breakdown of exactly what happened. You can ignore all that. That doesn't really matter. Now, here is the customer's email. They've made 2 orders. The contact information, so this is the email address of the customer, and then this here is the shipping address. This is where you're going to ship the order to. Up here, we can refund the customer if they want, if they're not happy with the product, or it didn't turn up, or you didn't ship it, or whatever, you can refund it. If they want to return it, you can do all of that through this. So you can select the return. Customers can now submit return requests from their accounts. So if you create accounts using Shopify, so people come in and they create an account, they can actually select a return request. You don't need to worry about this, to be honest with you. Typically, when you're starting out, somebody wants to return, just let them keep the product and just refund them the money. To refund it, all you need to do is you just do this, one, and then you refund that product. I'm not going to do it because this is from years ago. I'm going to leave that. What else is there? Print order. Okay, so here and the view order status page and the tracking information, if you want to, you can go ahead and track that person's order. And if they need the tracking information, obviously you can add the tracking information here when you fulfill it. So it depends on who you're using as your supplier and how you track orders and how you fulfill them. But you can basically add tracking numbers in here, and that will be sent to the customer. So the customer can then go ahead and track it. I'm going to click this here, see what happens. So this is an app that we've got installed in the site, order tracking, and this basically just is a way of tracking people's orders, right? We'll deal with that later. That's not particularly important right now. Cool. This customer purchased this product, and I've just labeled this one as unfulfilled, right? So this is what it would look like when it first comes in. It's been paid, but it hasn't yet been fulfilled. This is the product that they ordered. This is how much they paid for. We can then fulfill this item. If we do that, it's going to take us through the information that we need to do. Typically, the way that you would do this is your supplier that you use would do all of this for you. You don't really need to worry too much about this, but you can go ahead and then you can put in the tracking number here. And then when you fulfill the item and you send the shipment details to the customer, that customer is going to receive an email notification with the tracking information and be told that their order's been shipped out. And then the software that you're using to ship your orders will then, will then go ahead and process that order. That's basically everything you need to know for orders. You can look at the abandoned checkout. So these are the people who came into your website and basically added something to cart but didn't purchase. And you can do stuff with this. I wouldn't bother with this right now. What else? Analytics. This is very important. This is where in, I think it was episode 3, lesson 3, I showed you this calculation where we're looking for the click-through rates, add to cart, conversion rates, and all of that stuff. This conversion rate number, i.e. the number of people who bought your product from who visited your website, can be seen using this analytics dashboard, okay? So you can see here the online store conversion rate should be 2%, 3%. Okay, if it's anything lower than 2%, you've got to work on your website. You've got to improve your conversion rates, improve your rates on your product. And obviously there's a graph of the number of sales over time, blah, 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 blah. If you want to see what those look like, that would look like this, right? So this is like the revenue numbers. So these ones here for the clients that I've worked with, this guy who's using our product, $42,000 per month, that is from the analytics in here. You can have a look at the live view. Don't look at this because you'll get addicted to looking at how many people are on your website and where they are over the world and how many people are checking out. And obviously you can see active carts and whatnot. But this is where we really need to spend most of our time, is the online store section and also within the product section. So I'm going to log out and log into the store that I just created. Actually, you know what? Let's create our first product. So we're just going to copy this for now, okay? And whoever store this is, I apologize, I'm just using it for video purposes. So this would be where you put the title of your product. The title of your product, you really want to label it in a way that's going to describe the product and maybe like a little bit of the benefits of the product. So in the video which I mentioned, which is the acne product, which is this one here, you would call it natural acne scar treatment, okay? Something like that, or natural acne scar patch. That is where your title goes for your product. Then the description for your product. This is really important. I'm just going to copy the description this person's written on their site. Do not ever do this. Never just go and steal someone's product information and just create a store like this. The product information that you write needs to be basically, try and focus on making it an advertorial. I will go through this in a later video. I'll explain what advertorials are, and you can basically, the way you can find advertorials is you can do acne product advertorial. Just go onto Google and look at this, right? First link, This here is just a page which basically tries to sell. Actually, I don't know if this is selling. This is explaining what Acne is. Advertorial. Let's see if this is an actual advertorial for a product. And you want to just find some of these, and then you want to do your own research and just learn from what these people have written. Clearasil. Okay, let me find one. Okay, this is basically a perfect example, right? Why hydrochlor whatever patches are really worth the hype. So this is more sort of direct marketing where somebody is already searching for this information. You would obviously edit this and alter this, but you want to just basically sort of the 10th search on Google. And essentially what they're doing is they're explaining, first of all, when somebody comes onto a website, when they're looking for, let's say they've come from an advert which is showing off this product, which is showing off these types of patches, the first question they're going to say is, okay, well, how does it work? Does it actually work? And then it's going to be like a cost objection. And the idea of an advertorial is to kind of educate the customer and then explain to them that the cost value of that product is, the value is greater than the cost of that product, and they are going to see a result from using that product. So, for example, they've gone from how do they actually work, and they don't need to be particularly professionally written, but the easiest way to think about these things is, first of all, you want to write down, and I think I went through this in episode 2, you want to write down all of the problems and frustrations that people have with a product, okay, and all of the problems they have that you're solving with that product. So for the acne example that we're going through in this video, and you know what, sod it, let's just create, this store's going to be about the acne because it's going to get confusing otherwise, right? So we're going to say acne scar removal patch, right? And we're going to put natural at the top. So that's the name of the product we're going to sell. Now, okay, back to this. Where you can literally, and do not do this, please, but I just don't want to write this out myself. So you can see here, right, if we take this as the first opening part of our product, that really what we want to do is we want to have an opening line, and that opening line is going to sell the product's results quickly, right? So basically what you would do is you'd start off with a headline like this: tired of acne, tired of everything, tried everything, and then you say, this weird natural remedy clears scars in days with 0 chemicals or medication, okay? Now in the previous videos I explained to you, I said, once you've created a list of frustrations that people have, and we come back to that acne video, which was I hate my skin, and we come to this video and we look at some of the comments, right? Crime because my acne, skin will never be clear. People hate the fact that their skin's never going to be clear. So clear is a selling point. But it just doesn't work. That's another thing. They've tried everything. And it hurts. I think this is maybe more of an emotional hurt. Draining has been mentioned a lot. Emotional problems. So emotional is the biggest selling point of this product, right? So for example, people hate the fact that other people point out that it's emotionally draining. People don't understand how it feels. Mentally, physically hurts. It hurts that I got stressed about starting my skin, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so hurt and stress and emotional problems are kind of the key ones. So this opening title needs to instantly agitate those problems. It needs to instantly recognize that per customer needs to instantly recognize that those are problems. So tired of acne, tried everything, acne, and make this shorter, right? But becoming an emotionally drained, and then you'd say, right, this weird natural remedy clears scars in days, and you want to highlight the important things with 0 chemicals or medication. Okay, so now that person who comes onto the website instantly sees the product that you're selling, they instantly see the problem that you're trying to solve, and also they relate to this instantly, right? So the point here is this is to capture their attention, so they instantly want to read on and learn more about this product. So if we preview this, right, this is what the product page currently looks like, because it hasn't got any product images. Tired of acne, tried everything, emotionally drained. This weird natural remedy clears scars in days with 0 chemicals or medication. Now you've got to be careful about medication and this sort of stuff, because obviously there is like FDA approval for medicine and that sort of stuff. So you've got to be careful about what you're claiming about, and obviously make sure your product does do this. But this is like general marketing advice, okay? And then you go into stuff like, how do they actually work? Your goal now is to basically answer people's questions. Now, these people have just gone straight into listing all the products. They obviously have like an affiliate offer where they make money through doing this. But here's what you would basically do. So how do they work? One second. Cool. So, and I'll try and go through this in more detail in another video, but basically, right, we write down all of the problems and agitations that people have about a product and all of the problems that they want solving for the problem that we're solving, right? So we're solving acne, right? They have problems with it, right? We read through some of the comments. You would spend, a good hour planning this out and researching what problems people have in their lives. And more importantly, right, the emotional effect that has on them. And then what you do is you tailor this advertorial to relate to all of those things, but then also resolve all of those problems, because there's two problems you have to solve here. One is you need to understand that person, you need to relate to that person and understand the frustrations they have with the problem, which is acne. And then the second thing you need to overcome is resolving the problems that they have with traditional products, which is medication and chemicals. And then once you've solved all of those things, the theory is if you've answered all of those questions and you've convinced them through answering those questions, there should be nothing left to them to stop them from purchasing other than price. And also you can solve that literally just by explaining the value of the product in your advertorial. So I've written down a few examples here. These aren't perfect, but it'll give you an idea. So obviously you've got how do they work. That's one of them. Science behind acne. If people can understand how acne starts and you can leverage the science behind it to explain how your product works with science on its side, then you can kind of help convince them. Don't go like super sciencey here, right? You want to make it easy for people to understand why medication fails. And now we're targeting the problem pain points that they have with other products and our competition. Different skin types, so we're relating to them more. Skin types is a problem that people have. A lot of people have different skin types. Different medication doesn't work for different skin types. They need a tailored solution for their specific skin type. And this is like where you started to write from your point of view. If you're going down this route, you can try writing it from your point of view as if you're writing the advertorial or as if it's a review of this product. And you say, so I tried all of these different things. I tried this cream, this cream, this cream, this cream, and list out the creams that people could have tried, right? And don't maybe try and avoid like specific brand names, but maybe different chemical creams that people may have tried that are recommended. We need to then, there's something called tear down enemies, okay? Why can't I spell today? And basically what this means is the enemies to the customer are people like doctors and pharmaceutical companies, because the doctors and pharmaceutical companies have told them to go ahead and buy those specific products because those specific products will help them. Now, the doctors and pharmaceutical doctors most likely will recommend it because they think it's going to work, fair enough, but also they could be sponsored by the pharmaceutical companies, right? Whatever, right? But the point is, you tear down the enemies and you say, look, I tried all of these things and this is what my doctor said. It didn't work. My doctor then recommended this. It also didn't work. Then I tried this from this pharmaceutical. This didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. I ended up spending thousands of dollars on something that never worked. And what you're doing by this is people can relate to it because they have also been through the same experience, right? And rather than you telling them something, they're reading an experience that they have also gone through. So now they relate to this article and it's building trust. Then you say, right, what I tried, maybe you should do these two the other way around, right? What I tried, and then I started to see results. These are the results I had. Put some images here, right? So I decided to create this product, buy this product. That is what you're going to do, okay? So now what we have is, let's preview this. We now have a landing page which looks like this, okay, and it's much longer, and it's going to be quite a long landing page, and all the way down this landing page is going to be stuff to sell the product. Now, all we need to do is put in the pricing for our product and some images. Let me find some images. So, again, right, I'm just doing stuff to speed this up, but what I've done now is I found an image on the internet of acne patches. This is quite zoomed in, so you would adjust this, right? But for now, this is fine. And then down here, these would be images of the product. Now, before and afters I've put in because they work really well. However, be careful. If you're running ads on Facebook or TikTok and you're going to put before and after photos in, chances are you're going to get banned. The other thing you need to be careful of when you're running ads for a product, when you write an advertorial like this, especially on Facebook ads, if they think you're lying or if they think you're just making false statements, or have a look at the advertising policies on Facebook, be careful that you're not breaking those advertising policies. Try and avoid talking directly to the customer by saying you have this problem. Don't highlight specific faults that people have because you'll get banned from advertising. Now, if you're going to do like TikTok organic marketing, write what you want. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to ban your website. That is just a note. But anyway, before and after photos work quite well. So we're going to save that. And then we're going to preview this image, and now you're going to get a rough idea of what this is kind of going to look like once it's done. So we now have a product. Here we go. This is the product, and these would be the product images. Okay, this is another image, and obviously you want to like make these images smaller because they are ridiculous. Down here they can read through this, they're kind of understanding it, and then here we've got an image of the product. I started to see results. This would be where you could put some before and afters. In between this, maybe for example when you're talking about the science, you could show an image of, right, for example, you know, bacteria on skin. Okay, so think about the selling points of a product. Okay, so this could be a good image that you use. Okay, so let me just explain how this is going to work, right? So when we're coming to the science behind acne, and this science is incorrect, right? Bacteria on the skin collects and collects around the pores and face, causing build-up of acne and scars, etc. Right? Now, again, this is factually inaccurate, but you get the idea. And then find an image of that science, ideally if it's microscopic like this, because people hate these images. And then what we're going to write here is we're going to say image source, and then we could do microscopic view of bacteria build-up on face. Okay, and then put that image in there, right? So this is like a scare tactic, okay? Because if you can convince people, if you can show people how something happens, okay, and you can say bad skin is caused by bad hygiene, right? If we just say bad hygiene is what we're focusing on at this point, and again, I have to reiterate here that the way that you're talking about science has to be accurate, okay? Otherwise, you're just going to get in trouble. But the point is, if you're explaining to them that this stuff is on their face and it's causing irritation and it's causing acne and it's causing spots and whatever else you're trying to sell, and you can actually physically show them what that looks like, what they have on their face. Like think of bed bugs, for example. If you can show them bed bugs, if you can actually show them what these things look like, and you can put an image of this in your advertorial, people are now thinking, I've got that crawling around in my bed on my skin. I don't want that. I hate that. That looks disgusting. Okay, so now in their head physically, they're thinking, I do not want this. I need a solution to this problem. I need to get rid of this, and then you sell them a product which hoovers bed bugs off. That's kind of what I'm trying to explain here. So now when we've got our page, why is this not working? I can't even pause this. When we've got our product, you can see now when they scroll down, the science behind acne, image source, microscopic view of bacteria build up on face, right? They can see this stuff and they're like, I don't like that. I want a solution to this problem. Here's some before and afters. Here's how this works. When you put this on, it seals away the bacteria. Make up some stuff, right? But you can then link back to it and you can say, well, you remember when we spoke about the science behind this? This product is now actually sealing against bacteria, or it holds and kills the bacteria. Right? I don't know what the product is and what the science is and any of that stuff specifically, but you can see how what you're saying earlier and the agitation and showing them the problem and really making them think, oh my God, I don't like this. You can then slowly, you've basically built the foundations for an argument that you're explaining later on. So for example, now we're talking about how that product is then going to solve that problem. So this is like copywriting, and I will do, like I said, another video which kind of explains this in a bit more detail. But now we've got the product on our website. We've got that. We can put the price in here. We're going to sell this. We're going to sell it for $35. Okay. We're not going to charge tax on the product. Ignore that. We're going to turn off track quantity because we're just going to sell as many of them as we want. Physical product, that's fine. People have to pay for shipping if they want. I think if we save that, that should be fine. Now, if you want, you can add variants, right? So you can say, hang on, let's just write in bundle. And we can say pack of 5, pack of 10, and then pack of 20, okay? And this is a really good way to increase the amount of money you're making from each customer. So you can say pack of 5 is going to cost them 25 quid. Pack of 10 is going to cost them, and obviously 5, 10, so if you did this, this would be 50 if you just bought 2 of these. So you want to make this cheaper, so rather than charging 50, you can charge $40 or £40 for that. And then a pack of 20, well, if you buy 2 of these, it would be £80, so let's sell it for 65. Okay, so now what you're doing is you're offering incentive. If they purchase multiple products, they get a bulk discount. Okay, and because acne patches are reusable, and on this 1, 2, 3, 4, so they get 12 acne patches on one. So pack of, you would probably explain this a little bit better, right? You say pack of 5. So let's just call it 10. You get 10 patches per slide. So a pack of 5, you get 50, right? 50 patches. Okay, and obviously work it out whatever way you want. And then this would be 100 patches. And then this would be 200 patches. Okay, done. Save that. The other thing which could be better than writing that is actually put like the days. So you could be like 1 month's worth, or 1 month supply, 2 months supply, 3 months supply. That's a bit easier for them to understand. Preview. We're going to go onto the product page now. You can see when somebody buys the product, they now have the option to select, well, I want pack of 10, pack of 20, pack of 5. It's then going to increase the price here. They can read all the information about the product. And then when they add that to cart, and we go to checkout, oh, we can't do it because we need to set up a free trial. But when they add that to cart, they then have in their cart now, there we go, a pack of 20. 200 patches. And then when you talk to your supplier, you just need to get a SKU from them, which is going to allow you to, so if you bulk edit these, right, you can come into each one, and now you can add specific information for each product, right? So the SKU, which is the code basically for the product that you're shipping out, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and then this could be A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so now, I mean, you'd get these numbers from your supplier. You don't need to worry about that right now. I would put something in here to start off with, but when somebody purchases a pack of 20, what will happen is, have we got any, is this, which store are we on? Okay, well, the order will come through and it will show that SKU for that product. So if we go into a product, I think I've got these set up. You can see here the SKU of that product. So now the supplier can see what product it is that has been ordered from that customer. So that'll kind of give you a bit of idea on SKUs, basically. So now we've got that set up, the next thing we need to do is design our store, add customer support, and also set up the branding of our website, because this is currently what our website looks like if somebody comes to the homepage. So we'll do that very quickly. First things first, if you come down to the online store section and then pages on your website, this is password protected, we can remove that, right? So we need to pick a plan to upgrade this, but you would basically turn off this. So that means that now when somebody comes onto our website, at the moment the website's password protected, but anyway. So contact page. On our website, we have a contact page. When we come to the contact page, you can put this information in. I would recommend actually writing stuff. So, returns, you want to put help@shop.com. Phone number, if you've got a phone number. Right, and extra information, okay? I'm not going to bother with spending too much time on this. But now on that contact us page, can I just do this, right? Contact. Why has that not done it? It would now look like this. Okay, so there's the contact page, and the way you do that is just change this to default page. So now it's just basically a page with all the information on. Now, this is where my software comes in, because what you can actually do is you can set up a chatbot, right, which looks like this. And this chatbot can automate your customer support. So if somebody has a question about your products, or if they need help, for example, if they need a refund, they can actually get information from that chatbot. So it can use the information that you've just built on your website, and it can then respond to that customer. Also, if somebody has a specific problem, they can submit a support ticket. So now what happens is, if they've got an issue with their order, and this is different because this is from my software company, they can put in contact information, and then they can put in the support ticket, and then basically within the software you will be notified of that support ticket, so then you can deal with that customer support. So this basically gives people instant responses. So for example, if I said I need a refund, okay, it's going to generate a response, and it's going to use the context from your website and deal with that customer concern. But also it's going to say, look, here, submit a support ticket, and put that information through. So that's the first part. This is the same tool, by the way, that can also do product recommendations and increase your conversion rates, and you can just add it to the corner of your website. That is what I recommend. If you need that and you want that set up, we can set it up for you. It doesn't take long. Around this video somewhere, if you're watching this on YouTube, down below there will be a link to get on a call with me. But otherwise, somewhere else you can get on a call with me and I'll set that up for you. It's not very expensive, don't worry about that, but it'll definitely help you. The next thing you need to do is, if you come to settings, I think it is, and we come to, where is it? Okay, right, so in store details, here we can set up the currency. So your store, you may want to change this to be US dollars. Okay? And then we're going to save this. Now, once you've done this, you cannot change this until once you've had your first order. And when the first order comes through onto your site, then you're going to need to reach out to their support and they'll be able to change it for you. But yeah, anyway, there's that. Where is it? Payments. Now, this is how you get paid by Shopify. When someone comes to your store and they buy, all you need to do is follow through the process here. So we're going to need to set up a free trial, I think. We're going to put this in at private limited company, put in the name, VAT number, no, business address, city, first name. I'm not going to do all of this, right? Additional owners and directors. I am the only owner. Select the industry of your product. You're just giving information about your business here for them to be able to accept the payments. You're filling out a form. This here, you want to put the name of your business, so whatever the business name is, and then the phone number, contact phone number, and then obviously the bank account, sort code, and account number, so you can actually get paid. And then you just submit that, and then they will process it. It won't take long, and then basically you'll be able to receive payments. Checkout, you can have a look through all of these, and you can customize them, but most of these are already set up for you, so you don't need to really do much. The one thing you do need to do, if you come down to policies, you need to turn on this. You can create this, so there's a refund policy, and it's going to include the email that you set up your account with. This is the privacy policy, this is the terms of service, and then this is the shipping policy. You want to write this out, so this will be how long it's going to take to get your order, and then you want to put your contact information in here, and then the website has that information on it, right? It's just a requirement, especially if you're advertising. Once that's done, you can then save it. Also, the other thing to add is the information that you add to here and all of the contact information that you add and all of that stuff. When we train up our software on your site, it will use all this information. It will also use all of the product information. So when we wrote our product page earlier, wherever it's gone, when we wrote our product page, ChatIQ can read all of this information on this product page, and if they've got any questions about the product, it can answer those questions and try and get them to purchase your product, so it can increase your conversion rates through basically acting as a sales agent. So now we've basically built everything. Our store is basically ready to go. The only thing you need to do is come to themes and then customize your store. Obviously, upgrade your plan, right? But if we come down to here, these are loads of different themes that we can use. There are other different themes. Let's just have a quick look through them. I recommend, this one's quite a common one. If we add Sense for now, what it'll do is it will change the design of our store. So it's going to install that. If we come into here, we can just take a look through the themes. The only thing you're really looking for is the product page. We can click on free. So you can have a look in some of them. And basically you want to have a look and see what the product page looks like. Let me see. Where's the preview page? Oh, here we go. View demo store. So we can have a look. This is what the theme looks like. So if you're doing this kind of store, this could look cool. When you come onto the product page, this is what the product page looks like, which to be fair is actually kind of cool. Let's have a look at another theme, this Sense theme. If we now publish this theme, what's going to happen is the Dawn theme that we were using will be moved back. We won't be using that anymore. And now when we come to our website and we refresh the page, it's no longer going to look like this. It's now going to look like that. Okay, so we've kind of updated the page. It looks a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit nicer. Now, if you want, you can actually change the branding of this. You can change the colors very easily. So if you come to customize, this is the homepage. Now, you want to spend some time updating this. I wouldn't bother spending a huge amount of time on the homepage when you just get started. Just make sure it's not just got placeholders. So here, just put the title of your business or your product. You want to have like 3 or 4 products, and then obviously the title of your business. This shop now button, I think, should be fine. I don't know where it's going to go. So that's going to link to, I can't see that. Does it say products? Yeah, so you can just link it to the product pages or different collections, and it'll just show all the products that are available. Here you can then, if you want, you can select an image. So we can put in that one for now, right? Honestly, like, nobody's going to visit your homepage for a bit. If you want, you can also do things like change the logo of your business. If you've got a logo, go ahead and do that. The name of your store, you can actually change in the settings, which I'll show you how to do. What other things? Colors, right? So these colors here, so remember on the product page, this color, you can change all of these colors here. If you go to here, products, and you go to the default product page, now what you can do is you can basically fully customize the product page. So this product page, if we want to, we can click on these buy buttons, right? We can move these things around. I think you can move them around. Yeah, so you can move it up, blah, 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 and do all of that fun stuff. So you can do a lot of customization on the landing page. Realistically, for now, you just want to just leave it as it is. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference. The biggest thing that's going to make a difference to your conversion rate is the text that you write. And most people who visit your website will be coming from mobile. So you can look at this on... How do I look at it on mobile? Oh, here we go, up here. So this is what it looks like on mobile. This is my product page. So this is like enough. This will work for you. This is perfectly fine. Cool. Right, so what else can we change if we want to change? I'm trying to think of some things that you might be annoyed about. No, that's all fine. Cool, so we're going to save that. Imagine you've changed the colours and whatnot. If we come to the settings section, store name, we can edit this, and we're going to call this natural acne. Okay, whatever, I don't really care. But the name of the store is now going to change. So when we come to the website, and we refresh this page, this should change to natural acne. And obviously if you had your logo on there, it would change, but this kind of then reflects. Now this isn't particularly branded yet, okay? Your goal should be to make this look branded, make sure everything's congruent, because if we come to the home page and we compare this to this store, we come to their home page, there's a big difference, okay? And you just basically, for branding, have a look at like these things, these like trust badges. These are things that you can add to your landing page, right? The text that you add is important. The images that you add and the videos that you add are important. And you want to make sure the images and videos you're adding aren't images like this, because images like this are, it just looks like it's been thrown together very, very cheaply. Again, for this page here, these images should never be the standalone product. This should never be the product image. This should be a professional looking image, like on this page here, okay? It should look something like this. Because right, if we go to this website, and we'll go to Cult Beauty, we'll have a look at some of these. Is it going to open? Why is it not opening? Okay, so I just opened that top page, accept all cookies. I hate websites like this. This is a pretty shit website. Let's have a look at this one. Is it going to open it? No, so their website's broken, so that's good. But yeah, for example, like this page, this is a much more branded product. There's like trust on here, okay? So this looks like people have spent some time on it. So for example, the review section, you want to make sure that you have reviews for your product. There's multiple images. Now these sorts of images, right? This is a masterclass in the images that you need for your product. This, if you want, just generate a mock-up for your product. And eventually, once you're selling it, you can actually brand the product more. You want to make this whole thing look branded, okay? This is actually quite a weird looking, cool product, okay? You can see how this has got like a unique selling point. What I was talking about earlier, you've got a new product that not many people will sell. The before and after things, this is very, very useful, but you can brand them out, okay? So if we look at this before and after is very, very badly done, okay? This does not look professional. This looks like some random person is just, I don't know what these love hearts are for. These are obviously the product that she's added to her face. But, where is it, okay? This looks considerably better than that. You're more likely to buy this than you are that, okay? Especially if you're in the beauty niche. these sorts of things, again, it looks professional. If your images look professional, then, and the packaging looks professional, it instantly increases the value of your product. People think the product is worth more. Here it shows what the product looks like, the size of the product, because this looks huge, okay, but this is actually what the product looks like. Put it on, before and after, okay. And then you've obviously got a load of reviews. Now you can get reviews off, you can just import reviews from AliExpress, and you can do that by coming to your store. I think if you do it up here, Looks Reviews. I don't know if they've got a free plan, but you can install this on your site. And what this will do is, and this is like another example, right? This is like a very good store. This is basically what you want, okay? So let's go to this one. This is what it will look like. Okay, so you'll have reviews, and then you can have all of your reviews here. So these images and these videos are basically what you want to be able to have, and you can get these images and videos either by doing, you know, research and seeing what's on the AliExpress listing, go onto TikTok and cut up images and videos of the product, and then just import some reviews. So basically, this shows people that the products have actually arrived, and people who are actually holding them are happy with them. And you can add little things like this, right? And these are trust badges, which are going to increase conversion rates on your website. So that's one thing I'd recommend setting up as well. Cool. Right. So basically, have a look at your competitors, see what they're doing on their landing page, and see how you can emulate them. I don't recommend you use the Sense theme because it's too cheap. It doesn't look high value. You're probably better off using, let's have a look and see what this one looks like. Okay. So we just swapped the theme out for Craft. And obviously once you've done this, you're going to have to go ahead and customize it again. Let's close this. I don't know what this theme looks like. I don't know if it's any better. Okay, this looks more professional than the previous one, like the font on its own. It's a lot more simplistic. The product page is the most important one. Okay, so it's a fairly similar product page. But anyway, you can mess around and have a look at the different themes. Themes don't matter so much. You can do most of the branding through the images. Cool. So that is how you build your first store. Now, once you're done, you need to go to, where is domains? I think you go to settings. They've moved it. If you go to domains, you can either buy a domain through here, or you can connect one. So if you've bought a domain on GoDaddy, you can connect it, or you can just buy a domain. So you can say, for example, natural acne patch. Okay. Is available for $15 a year. So buy that, and then it'll link it up. Give it like 20 minutes, and then it will be ready to go. And now what happens is you have a website ready to go. So then you just need to take this product link and put this in your advert, wherever you're advertising. So if you're advertising on TikTok, you want to advertise this product, put this link in the bio. People will go to this product page. And that is basically everything on how to get started. Now, in terms of fulfilling your products, I recommend having a looking at Zendrop. Okay. When we go to Zendrop, they will allow you to ship the products. So we're going to go in, we're going to log in, we're going to create an account, and this is what it looks like inside, right? So I already have a store, so we're going to connect the store. It's going to tell us exactly how to do it. So first of all, click on Authorize. We need to go to Shopify store. We need to look for Zendrop. They've got a proper app that we can use. So we're going to get that. We're going to install that onto our store. And you don't have to use Zendrop, right? But I'm just going to show you how to use them. So now that's installed, we're then going to come back, continue. Oh, hang on. Did we add it? Is it on? You're almost set. Log in. Sure you want to cancel setting on the account? Yes. Cool. So basically, right, once it's connected to your store, follow the setup process. But you can see here, they've got a whole load of products that we can sell. So we can say acne, right? These are acne patches, okay? So product cost is $2.42, $4.29 to ship. So in total, it's going to cost us $6.71 for this box of acne patches, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and they get a whole boatload of acne patches, okay? So we'll obviously adjust our pricing and how much we're advertising for and what we've got. We can then add this to our products. You can come to my products page. So we've got a list of these products. Well, I can't see this because there's things in there. I don't know if you can see this. Publish to my store. I don't know if this is going to override what we've done. Hang on. I don't know why this isn't working, but if you click on this 3 dots and you click on override, and then you select the product from your store, it's probably because the store's not connected properly. Let's come to the apps section. Let me refresh the page. We'll do this properly. Let me just take you through this, right? The apps section. Did I not install it? Hang on. Oh, okay. Right. When you come to here, I actually skipped the connection process. Okay, so it's a bit complicated to work out. If you come into the My Product section, Store, Listings and Sourcing, this is the information from our store where we can set things up, okay? So if we click on Link or Source, your store listing, we're then going to link it to... did I? Okay, this is just a search. So this is the product here. We're going to select this. And we'll just link it to that one for now. Okay. Confirm. So now that has been linked. Go through. If there's any issues, you've got different variants. Probably got different variants, right? So back of 5 is one of those. Back of 10. Whatever, right? I think you can probably do this. I'm not going to spend ages doing this, right? And if this is becoming confusing, then just remove the variants for now. But anyway, you get the idea, right? These have now been linked and set up. Once we then come onto our store, I think what will happen is eventually the product section will actually update the SKU. So we come into here. This number here should update. That information should update, but when somebody orders this, it will then integrate directly with Zendrop. So there's a whole load of stuff in terms of getting started, but they've got a whole load of information that's going to help teach you how to actually link things, set everything up, and basically what you want to now do is when somebody comes onto your store and they purchase a product, it's going to show up here, the number of orders that you need to fulfill. You can then view all of those orders, and then if there's any issues, you can then make any changes to those orders in there. But that means, right, now we have a product on our store that we're selling for $25, but we buy that product for $6. So it's going to cost us, here's the product, $6.71. So $6.71, we're selling it for 25 minus 6.71. That means we're making $18. We've got an $18 margin to play with. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to make $18, right? Doesn't necessarily mean someone's going to pay $25 for the product. So your job is to make sure that the landing page that you've built, that we went through earlier, this landing page has got enough information on it, has been written and crafted well with proper images. Don't use images like these. Has been created in a way that is designed to sell the product. And if it's designed well and you follow the stuff that I'm going to teach in the rest of the videos, you are going to be in like sort of the best position for success. So anyway, that is how to set up your store. I hope that kind of covered everything. If there are any questions, obviously let me know down below. And yeah, I'm going to try and get the rest of this course filmed. If the rest of the course isn't filmed yet, it will be out sort of in the next couple of days. But that kind of teaches you everything up to sort of building your store. Now, all you need to cover is actually marketing and all these different strategies to make sure that your store and whatever you've created is actually going to make money. But I will get to those videos eventually. But I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to set up a chat IQ, the link is down below this video. Go ahead and book in for a call with me.